All right, guys, I think we are live and ready to go. I took a little bit longer because I was trying to change the thumbnail of this video to reflect Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I don't know if you're going to see the updated thumbnail. It's nothing really special, but there's just a big old heart on it. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to the live stream where we review the watch list and trade the market open every day. Hope everyone had a good and safe Thursday because wow, yesterday was very slow and very slippery. There's just a lot of room for mistakes yesterday. So today is Friday the 14th of February and it's 9:17 a.m., which means we got another, 13 minutes now before the market opens at 9:30. We'll wrap up trading about 30 to 60 minutes after the opening bell, maybe sooner, maybe later, I don't know. It's tough to say, it depends on how many trades we do. Overall, this whole live stream should be about 75 minutes. Check the video description below if you guys got some questions. Let's get to the watch list. And boom, boom, pow. I think we are ready to go. Oh, I just realized my thing's still here. Sorry about that. So we have up to around $4,000 that we could trade today, which means in theory, if we're doing about $1,000 position sizes, we could trade 4 times. I'm not really sure if I'm going to want to use all 4 of my trades because I would rather have I had 2 or 3 trades available on Monday. So I don't think we'll do more than 2 trades. But you know, there is that option there, right? What's up, Traveler? Yeah, so my screen, it's because I had the screen recorder on. I didn't even realize it was front and center. Yeah, so let's quickly check out the scanner. Ran it this morning, about 22 stocks as well. I'm not sure how much new stuff is on here. Let me just quickly go through it. It looks like AVXL might be new. Let me quickly add that one. AVXL, FTSI, VXRT, we had that one. So many past gappers. Almost all these stocks we've seen before. PYX, I think that's new. Hexo, we got BLIN, that's already mapped. CTST, Blink, I don't remember seeing that one. BLNK. Usually, at 8:30 I run the scanner and then I just, go here, say save watch list, and then I move it over to here. But then throughout the day or, the next 30 minutes, actually the next hour, there's a good chance that new gappers will come on our watch list. So I'm just going ahead and adding some new ones that I missed before, or I guess that are new, right? AVEO, APVO, there's a PVO and AVEO. Okay, SLS, AYTU, oof, that is a messy ticker. AYTU, NAVB, and MDGS. Okay, cool, everything is looking really good. There's no trading Monday. What? Did I completely miss that? Oh my lord. What am I gonna do on Monday? I'm just gonna sit in my living room and cry. Good call, guys. I overlooked that. Which is weird because it's in my calendar. I don't know how I didn't acknowledge it. I probably saw a no trading day and I was like, nah, doesn't exist. Look at SLS. I'll check that one out as well. Yeah, write any tickers you guys want me to check out. For now, I'm going to go through the top one I was watching this morning. So GNPX, former gapper. I mean, what else is there to say about GNPX? We've been watching it so many times. Beautiful market cap, 62 million, and that's after a big gap. Shares float, 12 million, so that's really, really good. Shares outstanding a little bit higher, 27 million, but the float is really the important number. US biotech. I don't remember. I think yesterday there was some news. Let me quickly check. Yesterday, no. Yesterday was the 13th, the 12th. Still no. Not even really sure why this is pulling up so much. This could be a short squeeze that happened. Last news was on the 11th, it looks like. University of Pittsburgh signed an agreement, exclusive agreement, potentially curative gene therapy candidate for diabetes. Okay, so this small cap has a corporation with a larger university. UP is pretty big. So not entirely sure what they're doing. That's always good. That's always a great catalyst. Some deal between a larger entity. Checking the long term, I mean, they're coming towards some really, really big resistance. There's a bit of a gap down area here as well. If it breaks this 3.3 area, it could really keep running. I don't think I'm going to be trading it out of the gates, but I'm probably going to be watching it. I think this is going to be the top one I'm going to want to watch. Let's see if we see anything else that's moving. But GNPX, yeah, pretty interesting. I don't really like the fact that there's no news about it. Got me on edge a little bit for sure. And then really quickly, before I check out the other tickers you guys are calling out, FTSI, let's check this one out. 119 million market cap, 107 million shares outstanding, but the float is only 59 million. Still a little bit bigger than I want, but not too bad. Oil and gas exploration company, or actually oil and gas equipment and services company. It's a US company. On the 12th, they had some news. Good financials, that's always good. Okay, they got upgraded to a buy, price target of 3. That's really good. That's a nice price target. It's kind of what we were talking about actually yesterday. So, okay, an upgrade. You know what? We traded this yesterday. It wasn't on the live stream. It was like, I don't know, a couple minutes, maybe not a couple minutes. It was pretty close right after I closed the live stream. I didn't think I was going to get a trade. I was like, you know what? Today, no trades. I had a limit order though here at about 73 or 72.13 is clearly where I had it. Almost a perfect entry, and I was just waiting for this thing to pull back to former breakout area, and that's exactly what happened. I didn't really want to trade anymore. I was kind of done with trading, and I got out on the first pop to the upside, and honestly this exit was really not that great. I didn't really want to be trading anymore, and I was like, all right, let me take my 3% and just move on, and that's what I did. So small winner yesterday, but then this move to the upside. Check this out, 15% pop in about half an hour. That's kind of a long time, but still. And then, you know, if we held it overnight, I mean, we up 70%. That's a different strategy. This challenge is just the gap and go strategy. So I'm not going to be trading after really 10, 30, 11. 11 is really like the Grenze, the border. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a classic example. You know, one of those first green day moves on a small cap, they have huge potential. So this was clearly one of those. Crypto is always open. It's a blessing and a curse in disguise, blockchain MP. When you day trade crypto, you wish it was not open 24/7. That's all I have to say. SLS, I love when the stock market's closed. SLS. So it's already on our watch list. Near the bottom. So the problem I have with SLS is the fact that it gave back almost all of its profits in the beginning. Every time I see that, I have low hopes for this stock. It is 14 million market cap, 5 million shares outstanding, in the price range we want. I think there's even a catalyst. FDA feedback. Okay, well, not much of a catalyst, but it is phase 3. I guess the feedback maybe wasn't that great. Long-term chart is just absolutely traumatizing. Recent reverse split though, always a reason for a potential spike. Big resistance at about 5. Got all the way up to 3.3, but then just pulled back. So I don't know. Only 18% pop. I probably won't be trading it. BLNK. Yeah, BLNK was also kind of the top one I was looking at. Wait, no, it's not. I was looking at BLIN. Wow, that's way too similar. BLNK. Nice move here. About 30%. Kind of getting stuck below VWAP, but finding some big support here at 265. This thing could definitely rip back up to VWAP at the minimum. Probably a good 5% trade in this one. 2.5, big support area. We got another 3.5 minutes till the market opens. What kind of, let's check out their long term, see what catalyst they have. Charging shares spike following reporting suggesting Tesla is adding third-party charging stations to its in-car navigation. Blink charging, well, that's good news. Definitely a big former spiker that hasn't spiked in a little bit, except I guess it has on the 6th. Yeah, big resistance at 3.4. Let's go ahead and mark that again. Key area 2.75. Definitely big support at 2.25. And again, 2.1. Interesting pick for sure. I think this thing could pop back higher. I don't like the fact that it's being so aggressively sold off, and then there's nothing necessarily specific about this company. It's more just macro news. ACB looks like a small breakout in a small ascending triangle on the 5-minute. ACB, we were looking at that. Was that Thursday? No, Wednesday, I think it was. Yeah, it could be a breakout here. Don't really know if there's a catalyst or anything about it. Oh, they got upgraded. That's always good. Yeah, for sure. Not to mention it's potentially finding some big support in this area as well. I don't think I'll be trading it. It looks a little bit dry for us, for what we want to be looking for, but who knows? Could be a great bounce. Minute and a half till the market opens. Yep, let's go back to GNPX. The next resistance level I'm looking at with GNPX. Wait. Some of my charts aren't right here. $5 is big time resistance. And right now we're kind of in some serious resistance as well. 3.3, 2.87. I'd probably go ahead and argue 5 is really that next critical spot. Maybe $4, whole number anyway, plus a former bottom. So I'll go ahead and mark $4 as well. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything. I might be. So we'll see what happens when the market opens. Comment collected. GNPX looks good. If we wanted to trade GNPX, I'd probably be going in with about 300 shares. For sure, 2.9 big support, so I might be looking for a 2.9 entry. Good luck, everyone, and happy Valentine's Day. Calm and collected, guys. Nice and relaxed. Lower my volume on my playback. I always bust my eardrum when I watch my videos. Here we go, guys. GNPX, big volume out of the gates, 3.27. That was really strong. Still small percentages though. That's the one thing about this one that makes me a little uneasy. DGLY, guys, check it out, up 40.46%. GNPX having some issues. Rolling up to the 3.4 area. Woo! 8% already. That was an 8% move. Is this going to be a gap and go that actually continues? Is this going to change everything? Breaking past 3.4, guys. What an absolute killer. Broke pre-market highs. Buying at 3.2 could have been the ticket, but it's been a tough week in terms of breakouts. So maybe once as we see some of that energy come back. 3.2 could be a good support. Big time resistance though above. Let's see how much this is going to pull back. DGLY, guys. Probably the second biggest gapper, but it is pulling back. 1.2 could be massive support on this one. This thing could have a big red to green move. I'm going to keep an eye on it. 1.2 critical area for that. No trades yet. GNPX pulling back to 3.2. Markets are all green, but barely. Good to have you drop in, Shane. FTSI 1.4, pretty impressive. GNPX struggling a little bit, but 3.31 getting chipped away. Might break higher. 3.34. Whew. Nice entry. Really solid entry there. 3.26. That was pre-market then, right? Or right opening bell. Finding some support. This thing might break out again. 3.37. 3.3. Just watching the order book. 3.35. This looks like it's probably going to break out from here. Thinking about an entry at 3.39. Looking good. %4 move. Nice moves. Doesn't have a catalyst though. Not sure how I feel about that. Definitely making me a little bit more nervous about it just because it doesn't have a catalyst. Nice. Really aggressive. Good move though. Just going to put an order here just to remind myself, put the stock up on there. INO, DGLY. I just want to check out some of these other ones. Let's see, this 1.25 area, it looked like big support, 1.2, 6% bounce. We kind of called that one. Let's see how DGLY moves because it's one of the top movers on the day as well. Really recent runner though. I don't know, not usually my favorite thing. GNPX, guys, it's still moving up. I was not aggressive enough on it. I should have bought on this pullback back to 3.4. No catalyst kind of had me on edge. I think this might be just a squeeze. Big sellers at 2.6, 3.6, sorry about that. Getting chipped away. Boom, just broke right through it, huh? $3.65. Yep. All potentials though, so I guess it's buying the news, huh? 3.69. Wow, we definitely missed this one. Let's see how high it goes. Some resistance at 4. Let's see if it goes into the 380s, how high it goes into the 380s. Might be an entry right around here at 3.37. What I would like to see is maybe a pullback and then an entry and then a secondary breakout, but I don't know if we're going to get that. I know GNPX, DGLY, FTSI, everything we're looking at. HHT, we're not looking at though. BLNK as well. HHT, I'm going to pull up HHT for a second. High of 3.75. HHT could be another one. Big gapper. Sunway Kids International Education Group. Markets are struggling. All the indexes are definitely struggling. Some news. Not sure how I feel about it. GNPX still has a lot of momentum behind it. This is a really nice gap and go. We finally were able to get one. I just missed it. Nice for us. That was a really, really solid trade. Good work on that one. Andrew, FTSI. Yeah, wow. I haven't checked that one out. GNPX pulling back. Hope you got out in time. Solid stuff here. I think this might just be a little pullback. Let's see how far it goes back. I think GNPX still has a lot of energy in it to it. Does not have that much overhead resistance. I'm just not really sure why it's even breaking out at all. That's the only thing. But I guess there's always something to find wrong about these breakouts, so I just need to start getting a bit more aggressive on a lot of them. Yeah, FTSI pulled up really nice in the morning. Big move. Also gap and go, 15%. Pulled back super, super hard though. At least the volume's there. It's really nice to see that. Here we go. The secondary breaks to the upside. 3.8, 3.85. Boom. I guess it was just a light pullback. Let's see what happens here. It's never perfect. Either one buys too late, sells too early. You got the nice chunk of that move though. That was really, really solid move. This is definitely the leading gapper. It's 9:11 now, 11 minutes since the market opened. FTSI and DGLY are definitely the runner-ups. 1.28, big support level. We broke under it for a second, but then came right back above it. DGLY finding some support here. This could be a really good red to green move, but 1.4 is just really big resistance. I don't know how I feel about that resistance. Not too good. 3.93, 3.94. Whoo! It is still running, absolutely crushing it. Buying GNPX pre-market probably would have been the ticket, to be honest with you guys. Kind of like we said in the recap video yesterday. 30% move already. Really, really nice. This would have been the buy right here. Either at the 3.4 pullback, should have got aggressive there, or the 3.6 pullback, should have got aggressive there. Missed both of them. I'm just not that good yet at buying breakouts. That's just the honest truth. Yep, FTSI trying to break back above. High twos would be the big resistance zone on that one. 3.95, I kind of want to see if this thing breaks out of $4, big resistance. Buyers coming in, pulling back a little bit. An entry here would be a little bit too big. $3.9. On the 5-minute, 3.66 definitely is acting as a potential support area. No news. I think GNPX, yeah, is also probably straight FOMO. I don't know. I'm actually kind of surprised at this move. Not to mention, we've had a really light week, a lot of pullbacks. And then GNPX, the one with no news, actually is the runner. So I don't know. I don't really regret that I didn't enter, but I probably should have entered at 3.4 when we had a really nice 1-minute pullback and the highs were being held. I don't know why I didn't enter there. That one was just screaming a potential entry. So kind of a little bit of regret on that one. GNPX struggling a little bit here. Under 4, having some difficulties. I think we might see a little bit more consolidation from GNPX right now, kind of forming maybe an ascending triangle or a descending triangle or something like that, ABC pattern, and then maybe another 10 minutes or so, it might 15 minutes, 20 minutes, could break back above 4 for a new all-time high or daily high. So that might be my game plan for GNPX. But right now, I'm not looking for it to break past 4 immediately. Let's see what happens here. So if I do get an entry on GNPX around 3.6, 3.5 something, 3.57, I probably would only do it for a quick bounce trade and then look for a actual breakout from 3.7 back higher above 4. So that would be probably 2 trades. It's a lot of viewers for Friday. Good to have you guys here. BB with INO, good call. It's 9:46. Keep that in mind. 16 minutes now since the market opened. Wow, what an absolute chop this thing is, INO. Solid run here. The only problem with INO is the percentages just aren't that big on it. So, you know, perfect entry, perfect exit would only yield you about 6%. That's the only problem I have with it. GNPX just broke above 4. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Absolutely insane. I was not expecting that. Wow, wow, wow. 1, 2, 4 big 5-minute green candles in a row. I was way too conservative on GNPX. I did not think it had it in it with that lack of news, but you know what? It did. Thanks, Andy. Happy to have you here. Hope I see you again. Yup, that break of 4 was kind of impressive. It didn't hold its highs though. It hit 4.2. Man, now I'm starting to get a little bit of FOMO on that one. Will Walker, IMGN. I don't think that one's on our watch list. Can't believe I snoozed right through it. Yeah, so IMGN is it's a large cap. I typically I'm not trading large caps. A lot of shares outstanding. Still moving nicely, but we probably won't be trading this one. Big breakout from 6. Really nice pre-market gap. Could definitely run till 7 easily without finding resistance. Then again, maybe 8.26. GNPX. Really nice move there, huh? Really, really nice. Looking like it's trying again. Where's this energy coming from GNPX? I really did not expect it whatsoever. HHT at 42%. I guess you just don't know with Friday. People don't want to end the weekend after such a slow week. So maybe everyone's just going all in. Ran all the way up to 420. Now pulling back a little bit. Back above 4. Thanks, Tommy. Oh man, guys, I'm like a sitting duck here. I just cannot get myself to trade this one. This is one of those stocks that you just watch, and then at one point you're like, you know what, I'm going to get in. And then boom, that's when it goes down. And I just feel like GNPX was just not meant for me today. If it does have a nice little healthy pullback, I probably would consider entering it. I don't think it's going to pull back that much, but you just don't know. I definitely would like to get in on this one for a break above 4, a really strong break. But like I said before, I don't think that's going to happen in the next 10 minutes. It did, I guess, kind of happen. Here we go, GNPX pulling back a little bit. 15-minute EMA coming in right now, some support. Thanks for the likes, guys. I definitely appreciate it. And also, if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing, guys. We do a lot more videos. Might even come out with a video this weekend, but I'm not sure yet. But the community is definitely growing, and it's really, really good fun. Yeah, Forrest. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's the worst thing that can happen. But I think at one point, after trading for a while, especially trading with small position sizes, the FOMO really kind of goes out the window a little bit. It's really like AGRX or WLL where we have those massive drops or reversals or some really big move, and then you miss those big moves that are kind of obvious. That's when I really start kicking myself in the butt because I'm like, wow, that was really obvious, and I somehow slept through it. So Those are really the times where I get a little bit more annoyed. But you know, GNPX 3.4, I'm a bit annoyed about that entry. I think that entry was a bit obvious, and I was still hesitating. Trying to break back above 4. It's 9:51 a.m. Could do it. Could do it. Looks like it's building up momentum. 407. We just saw it. I don't know if I would trade this if I wasn't live streaming. 410. Here we go. Ah, this could be the break. DGLY and FTSI kind of just chilling. I like how DGLY is kind of holding the highs right here. I definitely want to keep an eye on it. I think it might retest. Could be a nice little pop here to the upside. Oh, there goes GNPX. Broke out 4.2. 4.25. Here we go. Is this the run all the way back up to 5? Again, I cannot get myself to buy this one. I don't know why. It's like there's an invisible force holding me away from it. Just ridiculous amount of support around 3.9, maybe down to 3.85. No trades yet today. It's about 23 minutes into the market open. No trades from me. I missed GNPX as a broke higher for sure. 3.4 would have been the entry, I think, on this one. No other stock that I'm really looking at. Maybe GGLY, see if it keeps holding this area. GNPX is having actually kind of a hard time breaking out. Kind of building up some momentum here. Could be a little red to green move. I don't think I'll trade it, but good to watch. DGLY at 1.22. And GNPX blam kabang pulls up, breaking out higher, 4.45. Might just be moving to $5. Ah, can't believe we missed this one. 60% now. Well, that's just how it is. Might as well open me a Pabst Blue Ribbon. 5 is critical. 6.45. Second green day. Big green day. Anyone else in GNPX? I know Flores trading, you were in it. $4.5 seeing some big resistance. And we just broke above that one again. This is definitely the blow off top though. But who knows how far it's going to go. It could just keep on running all the way to $5. And it looks like it's going to try to do that. Wow. We missed each and every one of these opportunities. Can't believe it. You know, it's been the first one this whole week we've really seen run like this. Right out of the gates, so I just wasn't really ready for it. My mind was not adjusted for the gap and goes anymore, so that's fine. Maybe next week we'll start getting a few of these in a row, and then I'll be a bit more aggressive on it, especially if it has news. Very nice, guys. 9:56 a.m. $4.15 is a pretty clear breakout area. Coming up to $5 now. $4.85. I'd probably be getting out of any position if I had one. But then again, I missed this whole trade, so don't listen to me. $4.93. Whoo! Oh man, are we about to break above 5? This thing just does not stop. Up 78% now. Like a little pullback. I'm looking at DGLY. It broke back from the 1.22 area. We were watching it, and it looks like it's still pulling back. This could be a good entry at one point, maybe near $1. GNPX pulling back now. Yeah, what a ripper, huh? Super nice trades, Will and Corey. Awesome holds. Markets are struggling. They are having a tough time, just kind of consolidating, not really doing too much of anything. Let's see what else we got here. HHT, nope, nothing really new. Honestly, just kind of watching GNPX is super entertaining, and I think I'm just going to keep doing that. Although we might have some really good opportunities coming in soon here with some other small caps that we're kind of consolidating around support levels. They might be breaking higher soon. Kind of want to keep an eye out for that. I'm almost surprised he didn't get back in it. DGLY 1.19, not breaking up, but pulling back up a little bit. FTSI had a bit of a double bottom here. I like the percentage moves on it. The volume is okay. GNPX really has most of the volume, and then INO. INO just percentage-wise isn't really moving that much, so it's a little bit less interesting. GNPX is trying to break back higher again, guys. Can you believe it? It does not want to stop. And that last spike was the first time the selling volume actually started to gain some momentum. I'm just going to look back for a second, see what kind of you know, pre-market, a lot of the volume was with selling volume. So there's a lot of selling volume pre-market. I guess you could say there's some good buying volume too, but it was very mixed up. I think, you know, kind of expecting this one to rally as hard as it did was somehow kind of hard to foresee. I don't know. Yeah, Spira, I think it's all just expectations driving GNPX because it does not have any new news about it. So maybe there is some rehashing of information. I don't know. But officially, there's nothing new. So that's why I'm also, I don't know, I didn't really get this run up. It might just be a big short squeeze, in all honesty, because anybody that was shorting around $2 got totally squeezed out yesterday. And then, you know, there could be some margin calls and stuff happening around $3-4. And then obviously the breakout traders that just jump in on it. But for me, it feels a little bit more like hot air. I don't know. I'm not totally sure how we're going to be trading this one yet. Yeah, pretty much, huh? Pretty much. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Good example of it. $4, major support zone. Having some issues right now. I'm never a big fan when the price consolidates under long-term resistance. So this 17th of Feb is the FDA decision, so I guess that will be the news, huh? So besides GNPX, actually today was a bit of a slow day as well, but the fact that we got at least one big gapper makes it a pretty nice day. But GNPX, I was really not expecting this move. It was our leading gapper though. Just to kind of put it out there, the fact that, you know, I didn't really find anything else that was super interesting. So maybe that fact alone, that it was the clear gapper, maybe made it very interesting for a lot of people. 4.5 pulling back now. Looks like the momentum is giving. Getting a trade under 4 would be pretty cool, but I do think it might bounce at around 4.1. If I got a trade above 4, I would probably make it a very quick trade. You can see 3.9 is a bit more critical support area. Pulling up now. This could be just a little bounce. Let's see what happens here. 15-minute EMA is coming in right now. 4.5 could be big support. All right, let's see here. Are we going to get another pullback or what's going on? This could try to retest 5 any moment. Again, I'm not going to be on board with that one. I've missed so many good entries on GNPX. It's almost not even funny. I think the biggest entry that I missed, and I kind of really felt it in my bones, was 3.4. When we were breaking higher here, had a pullback, support held, and we were moving back up again. I really should have got aggressive. I could have even got an entry at about 3.39 or something like that. Just totally missed it. So that would have been the ticket. But you know, buying here, looking for a breakout from 5, I think would be a little bit too aggressive, not ideal risk reward. So I'm gonna be not trading right here unless we get a really nice dip first. Yeah. Go ahead and put an alert on here, see if we start breaking below. Pulling back up, GNPX doesn't know when to quit. Here we go. Wow, this is an absolute roller coaster. I'll be right back. Boom, boom, pow, guys. GNPX making everyone shaky. FTSI had this double bottom, then it broke back higher again. This was a move that, you know, I kind of wanted. I was a little bit distracted with GNPX. Around 9:45, we were saying, you know, we should be looking for moves that are kind of holding their highs and have a chance to break back higher. So I think FTSI would have been the one for that. And in all honesty, it kind of looks like it could be, again, another move here. 1.35 trying to break out. Some nice buying going in on it right now. Check out CAN as well. One, 3, 8. Keep a close eye on FTSI. It's such a slow mover. The way this one breaks out, I remember it from yesterday. It's a super slow mover. CAN, 1.1 billion market cap. Typically something I'm not trading. Nice consolidation here and then a move higher. So I mean, kind of trading like a small cap plus nice percentage gains for sure. Interesting pick. Just typically not something I'm trading. Really holding its high as well here. It looks like an ascending or descending triangle. 7.25 holding really nicely. That could just keep on breaking. Looks good. GNPX starting to accumulate down here. Also a bit of a descending triangle pattern. I don't think I'm going to buy this breakout. If it pulls back, I think I would get aggressive on it though. FTSI looks really, really interesting right around here. It is kind of a notorious slow mover. $2.9 could be a good entry on this one. Don't know if I'm going to do it. Looks something like that. VWAP could be good support. We've held support twice. Don't really think we're going to get such an aggressive pullback though on it. GNPX breaking out higher right now. So you can see this is the resistance trend line, and then 1.65 was the breakout. Big volume coming in now. $5 also big resistance zone. This is the exact pattern that I always get completely on the wrong side of. So I typically don't trade these anymore, especially around 413, 415. But look, this thing is just absolutely running it. I think GNPX has been surprising a lot of us today. Biggest volume candle so far on this one. This break higher was, that candle was 10% candle. Kind of crazy. FTSI breaking higher now. $5.1. I can't believe it ripped all the way to 5.1. Pre-market, when we were mapping out resistance levels, I was like, okay, 4, interesting, 5. You know, if it gets to 5, that's going to be quite impressive. And it absolutely did. It just ran to 5. I was way too conservative on all of my entries, so we just missed this one. That selling volume isn't even that strong. FTSI breaking up higher. The markets are red though. This could be that break. Oh man. GNPX, I gotta launch here and make some popcorn. I was on the wrong side of this trade way too many times. Yeah, crazy. Nice move, Andy. 4.64. You mapped that one out perfect. That was a clear breakout. Big volume too. Really, really nice. Doesn't really get better than that. Nice clean 10%. Very nice, Paul. I guess I'm the only one not getting any trades today, which is fine. You know, we've had a pretty good week. Didn't want to get greedy right at the end, but I don't know how far GNPX is going to go. It looks like it's just going to keep on going the rest of the day. But at one point, it will have a reversal. I don't know if I'll be trading at that point. I'm kind of getting ready to finish up trading anyway. $5 is definitely the big resistance zone. It could run all the way up to 659. But by 7, I think there might be just too much resistance and not enough reason. So let's see what happens here. I don't really see it breaking out from 5. Big sellers, 3, 4. They're getting chipped away though, but they're there. That's true. Hey, landing 2 of those nice ones for a 13% day, that's super nice. FTSI, guys, this is the one I should have just jumped on board. I was kind of watching this one out of the corner of my eye, and it just absolutely rips the upside here. That's painful. I was watching this one all day, 22%. We probably could have scored this one. I don't know why I was so hesitant on it. I guess I just was not focused enough today. I was not ready to jump on any one of these. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. GNPX back at 4.8, 4.9. $5.1 is definitely struggling territory. Yeah, Paul, it's kind of all just, it's old news, but it's really starting to manifest just now, especially after they consolidated for so long. I mean, that was like 3 weeks of consolidation. $5.08. Trying to break higher here. $5.18. Phew. Yeah, what an absolute killer. Now, this is one of those classic trades where, you know, this is a home run trade. But if you try to trade everything like a home run trade, you're going to get skunked a lot. So, you know, there's nothing wrong missing these. We're building our account just fine with our smaller trades. But yeah, I mean, I definitely missed everything about this one. So you know, cleaning up a nice 10% trade would have been super possible on this. So I'm a little disappointed that I was extremely cautious on it. But at the same time, oftentimes that pays off. So, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. I'm actually a little bit more disappointed about FTSI because this one really held its highs nicely, was upgraded, kind of had news, and I kind of missed that as it consolidated in the first 30 minutes of the morning. So I think FTSI would have been really the ticket. It's just a little bit more obvious. I have my limit order here mainly as an indicator so I can see it a little bit easier. Very rarely does the price just spike down, but sometimes it happens too. Really nice how it's breaking higher now. Big momentum on this one, 7%. I love the gainer on this. I love that percentage. Yeah, that's so true. It is going a long way. Usually those contract deals are really, really good news. I didn't think this one was as significant as it was. Um, but it's, it's a really good indicator of sustainability, good initiatives, the company's working on stuff. I mean, it's just all around fundamentally good news. 5.5 ripping past 5, absolutely impressive. Has not had any red where, besides maybe here at around 10 o'clock as we were approaching $5. I think that was the most red we've seen volume wise. FTSI 1.61 also killing it. Looking back in hindsight, trading GNPX just looks so obvious, but at the time, it was a risky one, and yeah, 5.58. Whew, this is definitely got to be a short squeeze. I don't know. It's a good feeling seeing a stock over 100% and over 100 in dollar volume again. It's been quite a long time. We've had several days now where it just was not happening anymore. And I was like, why? Where did all the gap and goers go? So it's nice to have them back. Unfortunate that we did miss the first one though. That just happens sometimes. Let's see how much longer we're going to be trading here. I'm not entirely sure. I typically wrap up around 6 minutes, but we'll see. If there's a good trade that might be coming up, I'll go a little bit longer. Oh yeah, I know that feeling. That's kind of like my FTSI trade from yesterday. Just like barely, basically sold it for a scratch, and now it's up, like 100%. Oh. But that doesn't really bother me too much because that's I'm not holding overnight, so that's fine. But something like GNPX, that move, it's a little bit more to complain about, I guess. Crazy. We would have traded this in the morning with a 300 share size, and now we would be trading with about a 200 share size. That's crazy. What an absolute killer. Could be seeing a little bit of a pullback now, 5.7, but there's no real resistance in this area. I would say it could probably just keep on going till maybe 6.3. FTSI making pretty impressive moves as well. I'm trying to think, where did I give up on this one? I think at $4, I was just really expecting a bigger pullback, and I should have got more aggressive there. FTSI just pulled back to 35. We just had an entry on FTSI. My limit order got executed at 135. Big dip down here. That was a really, really strong pullback. Let's watch out. Really aggressive pullback. Big selling volume. It's only getting stronger. So it looks like it could be ready for a reversal. I just want to watch out. That was absolutely insane dip. It could be even getting halted. 13%. We've had dips like this in the past. Moving up a little bit. It's good to see. Really don't want this to get halted. I think that's the biggest thing you have to worry about. Getting these quick dips. $142. Some sellers. You want to see these things bounce quick, because if they don't bounce quick, they can just keep on selling off. And that's the biggest thing to worry about with getting entries like this. GNPX pulling back a little bit as well. We have 800 shares long at 135. Want to be selling into any green candle now. Waiting for a little bit bigger move. 142, big buyers here. I might sell into the bid at 142. A lot of buyers though at 142. GNPX pulling back closer to $5 right now. Try to get out on this one, but that was a really quick pullback. We missed that. 1 second. I'm not even sure why my limit order got canceled. Ah, okay, it's because we have a tiny position size. Oh man, I did not even notice that. We got only a partial fill. Ah man, okay, I was super confused what was happening. So we only entered with 300 shares. A little bit unfortunate. So this is a tiny position size. Oh man, okay. I was like, wait a second, something doesn't make sense here. So we got 300 shares at 1.35. Could have walked away with a 5% profit, but I traded this thing wrong. I just did not have my share size correct. I did not notice that. I'm not sure how I did not notice that. Maybe 3 and 8 look too similar. Could be breaking it back above here. Let's see what happens. A little disappointed that I did not have my proper allocation on this one. CAN, I'll pull it up. Just kind of want to get out of this trade first. Give it a quick gander. Nice consolidation right there. This looks really, really good. Could break out. I'll keep a close eye on it. This was absolutely a mess. I can't believe I messed this one up. Wrong position size, and I was really confused what was going on. I might just go ahead and close this trade. Seeing a little bit of support though, could bounce back up. Usually I would have got out of this. You have to align the linking. So here you can see a green. Just unlink it to the right color. So if your watch list over here is the same color as the chart, you will be good to go. You can see here's another linking. So just make sure it all has the same color. I'm absolutely disappointed that I let this one go. We had 50 bucks in the bag, maybe 60 bucks, and I just had the wrong position size, and I did not notice that. So we were only trading with about like $400. Oh man, what an absolute disaster that was. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Big support of 1.39. I think I'm just going to go ahead and close this trade and try not to shed a tear. A little bit ridiculous, this trade right here. If 139 starts getting chipped away, I'm going to be out of here. That's going to be life changer. I'm happy you got that. I'm still finding little things like that all the time. Just closed out our position here. Took my $12 profit. Guys, this could have been $50, $60, 5 to 6% profit. I just had wrong allocation and I was super confused what was going on. And it took me forever to realize I did not have 800 shares. I had 300 shares. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, that was a little bit ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I think I was looking at the charts too long today. GNPX. There's no way I would have not entered this trade at $5. So I'm a little annoyed that we missed this one. Looks Looks like it might pull back again. If we wanted to trade this, we'd probably be trading with about 200 position size. The nice part is we're not using any, artificial trades. We still have unlimited trades. We just used some of our buying power, I guess you can say. So it's not really too bad. Definitely going to be trading probably till 11 just because, I don't know, we have the opportunity to. There is a lot of volatility in the market, which is good. I wonder how far GNPX might dip down. If we wanted to buy about 4.5, 4.4, 220 would probably be closer to my position size. Probably 230 actually. I'm a little traumatized that we totally butchered that FTSI trade. I mean, that was a really lucky trade, and just kind of missed it. So this first pullback was about 12%. I don't know if we're going to see another 12% pullback. This could bounce maybe at 67.5. I'm just going to put my limit order here just more as an alert. I really don't think we're going to hit it. I want to have my GNPX up here on the current account. Go ahead, put an alert here. So if we do dip below the $5 area, which kind of looks like we might. Nice little ascending channel here, guys. It's kind of hard to draw that right now. How's CAN doing? Was not able to focus on that. Still has not broken out yet. I can't believe I just butchered that trade. Whatever. At least we didn't get a loss on it, but it was just so ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. Quite a large cap here. Von unterwegs. Where are you going, Sebastian? Did you run away from the office? GNPX pulling back a little bit here. FTSI working on breaking my heart, doing a good job at it. 4%, 5%. Oh my God, guys. FTSI just could have, man, I absolutely traded like I was sleepwalking or something. That was just horrible. What was I doing? How did I miss that entry size? GNPX didn't give me any FOMO, but FTSI, that little mistake bothered me. So we all get bothered at something. Okay, I like it. Go where the profits are. Or the losses. That's not what we want to hear. Good luck. I'm drinking my lemonade with honey, and it's getting me all rallied up a little bit. Carmela, really nice, 258. Oh well, at least you're getting the groove. You're feeling how it works. That's the important part. Watching GNPX, I think there could be a little bit dip here. A lot of selling pressure. In my opinion, it's super overextended, but that doesn't mean much. FTSI just, that was so painful that we missed that. Just pulling up here. Oh man, this could have been like an 8-9% trade. We could have though bought again on the pullback at 137. So, you know, I shouldn't be complaining too much because I could have traded this differently. You detoxing? I don't know. I like to have my vitamin squeezes every day. I guess I'm detoxing from the screen because I feel like I have a lot of screen time and I don't find that super healthy. GNPX pulling back. Would like to enter around the 50. Big volume here. Could see another big volume candle. It was only about a 5% move. $71, $72. Big buying coming in. A lot of buying at 69, 71. I think that was probably all the crash we might see. Maybe we'll go down to the 60s. 77. That dip might be over. 74. Let's see, maybe we'll get one more red candle. 71, 72. Don't want to get too early on these dips. You really got to watch out with these dips. I'd rather miss a dip than get in too early. That's my motto. 71. I don't really think we're going to break 50 with the amount of buying that's going on. Volume's already dipping away a little bit. 67. I think this dip may be over. $71. Still sellers in here though. Gotta watch out. $73. $60s, $65, $63, $62. We just hit the 50s for the first time. It's a really slow dipper. I don't think we're going to hit low 50s. 64. Still a lot of selling volume coming in though. I think this is about to reverse. 66. I think it's reversing. Could be a little 5% pop right here. Yep, I also don't think I'm going to be trading this one. I think VWAP is going to come in as support. 63 still struggling. A lot of selling volume, just constantly piling on. Creeping lower. I'm not sure about Robinhood, but it could take up to 5 days. That's usually what the exchanges say. I like TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade's instant. They say 3 to 5 days, but it's always instant for me. Webull is also really slow. Webull is like Robinhood. It takes like 5 real days. So I don't know. I get a little annoyed at Robinhood and Webull a lot, to be honest. They also don't have support that's anywhere remotely experienced, in my opinion. The responses I get from Webull just blow my mind sometimes. It's like they didn't even read my message. But I must say, like, Webull has a pretty decent interface. It's free to trade. You get free stocks. Like I do have a few things on Webull, but you know, compared to TD Ameritrade, like I think TD is a huge winner by far. Like I couldn't even really compare it much more. GNPX could be just trying to get people on the wrong side of this trade. A lot of selling volume. I'm going to see if we can get one more pullback on GNPX. Otherwise, I think I'm done for the day, which I got to say is a little bit of upsetting because we had a really good trade, but we kind of butchered it in execution. FTSI kind of pulling back a little bit. Good thing we got out. 7-8%. Let me see if there's another stock that just absolutely flew through our attention. I like the detoxing comment, and I just find it so funny. I don't know what's going on, but my scanner's not working. I think I should just cry. I have a long-term holding in space. So when I'm bored, I just look at space. Oh, no. All-time highs on space. That is what I like to see. The only 9% up today. Yes, that is nice. The only thing depressing with my space position, it's tiny. It's like a day trading size, so it's small. Margin account doesn't have anything in it. Cash account. I had to really think about that for a second. Casa, our second gapper from, was that yesterday? I think GNPX is going to pull back here. Casa really held its highs pretty well. Also was that small market cap that we were talking about really nice. I mean, float. The float's actually much smaller than it looks. Market cap's pretty big, but it's sometimes a little bit less relevant. Just a really slow mover, has almost no volume. It's one of those trades you can get stuck in that you didn't want to get in. GNPX pulling back now. I think it's definitely going to test 53. I don't know if it's going to go under 50. Let's see what happens. We'll be wrapping up the live stream pretty shortly here. I think probably another 9 minutes or so. I typically don't even trade past 10:30, so this is already a bit later. But yeah, just how it is. I'm looking forward to kind of kicking it this weekend. I might have a video coming out tomorrow about a little bit of on-demand trading and then also shorting. I'm not totally sure if it's going to be for tomorrow or not, but I've been playing around with both of them, and some cool stuff I want to share with you guys. 475. Are we going to break higher here? Some big support at 4.5. Doesn't really look like it's going to pull back much more. Let's see what happens here. 479, 478. I think GNPX has just been absolutely surprising me every time. So one more reason that I don't really want to trade it, just because I've clearly been reading GNPX wrong all day. So yeah, pretty wild day with GNPX, huh? I mean, that was just good fun. That 3.4 area would have been the ticket with it. And yeah, in hindsight, it's really, really obvious. But even at the time, you know, leading gapper, first pullback after breaking higher, it just had a lot of stuff going for it. The only thing that really put me on edge was the fact that yesterday was a big runner. Today was also pulling up after a big pre-market, and then it had no news. So I don't know. This whole run today was pretty impressive, and all week we just had not had big runners. So I don't know. I didn't really feel like getting aggressive on GNPX was the right idea, but I guess it was. So I might keep my limit orders out a little bit longer. Again, if they don't get executed really, really soon, I'm definitely just going to exit them out, get out of any possible trades, and then yeah, get ready to wrap things up, kind of review the day a little bit, and yeah, enjoy my evening. Maybe crack a wine bottle. I just got a new one, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty tasty. GNPX, this $5 area, I'd be very, very cautious about buying a potential breakout in that $5 area. Really, really cautious. Big reasons why, you know, it's gonna pull back. Just anyone that didn't get out at $5 is going to be super happy to maybe take a small loss, or just, you know, have their limit orders still sitting there from, you know, trying to get out. So let's see what happens. Maybe it's going to break above it. Maybe it's going to make new all-time highs. Could happen. But again, I'll be very, very cautious. Let's see right here what happens. 4.93. Big sellers. Does seem like it's occasionally getting chipped away though. Could some last minute FOMO trading come in from anyone that didn't get a trade on GNPX? I don't know. I would not be trading it here. FTSI looking like it may pull back. First pullback was pretty aggressive, 14%. I'll be a little bit more cautious on this one. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up the trading there. I don't think we're going to get another trade in today. I just don't really see it being likely. I think, you know, Friday, basically no trades today. We had that one complete mess up, which is fine. Sometimes it happens. I should have double checked my order. When I click auto send, sometimes I do things like that because, you know, I don't have time to double check it. Looks like GNPX might be breaking out of here again. And that's just not really something I want to be trading. So I'm going to let this one go. Missed the opportunity. It happens. So that's just how it is. I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. I was like, wait, there was something today. Hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day, a great rest of your Friday, just a really relaxed and enjoyable evening, and also a great weekend. You know, relax, enjoy, regenerate a little bit, have some lemon and honey detox. I'll see you guys for the recap video, and I might see you again this weekend. But until then, I'll definitely see you on Monday. So, like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.